$18,015.28 is what I currently owe in my student loan to this date. And today is December 28th, 2025. Now, the last journal entry was on the 24th, so it's been 4 days. And in those 4 days, I just really struggled to pick up my journal, to pick up my pen. It was really taxing for me because I know one of them days on Christmas Day I went out. This one and I went downhill. On Christmas Day I went out to my brother's house, and every time I interact with my family, I always gain a different insight and perspective on things. And I love my brothers, especially. Like, I don't have no real beef with my brothers. I don't know, it's like a girl thing. I can't say the same with my sisters, but, well, one of my brothers. Anyways, so I really wasn't able to journal how I wanted to. And I didn't beat myself up about it. It just is what it is. But I've been getting certain downloads since then, since hanging with my brothers. And what was so good was that my brothers, the mother of his children, she showed up, my sister-in-law, and like, she gonna be my sister for life. I love her, but I don't know, I have a different relationship with her too. Now that we've had some time apart and I've been able to have my own relationship with her, I know just people in general, I'm just really seeing them for who they really are and not who I wanted them to be. And that is a harsh distinction and reality shift, because I always imagine people way better than what they actually are. And I'm always let down with disappointment because they always show me, like, you should have never put me on that pedestal. And I hate that so much for me, because why did I even think? Why did I even think that they were capable? Why did I even, like, I don't know. It's like people show you little glimpses and little snippets of their lives and their capabilities, and I like painted them the whole way like that. But it's a reason why, like at my job, people can come in there and really feel like they have a genuine connection with me, but it's literally 10 minutes, probably max, out of my whole life that they get to see. And so for that 10 minutes, I'm performing how to be kind and courteous and patient. So for the rest of the day, that's not my persona. Because at the end of the day, it is so exhausting being kind, being compassionate, being understanding. Like, a lot of people take that as a chance to trauma dump, to gain a free therapist, to gain some type of validation that they don't seem to give themselves or get from the world or others. And it's just not a job that you really want to have, because people begin to become reliant on you to be strong. and then it leaves no room for you to ever be weak. So this will bring me to my next topic. So I'm online, and this guy posted randomly. He was like, I don't know how to date. I'm new or divergent. And just that sentence alone caught my attention. So I go onto his page, and he's a handsome guy, right? And I feel like this is how it starts in my mind, as the charm, the charisma, and I'm like, oh my gosh. First the looks, the attraction. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love you. I love him. This is the type of dude that I want. Da da da. But that's literally a 5-second glimpse into who that person is. That person just typed that out. That doesn't mean that the totality of that person is who you projected him to be, or who you wanted him, who you idealized him to be. And so I'm going down now. When I go to somebody's page, I'm down back in 2014. Like, that's how I have to deep dive that far, because I know in these times people are perpetrating. They're highlighting certain things that they know will emotionally pull other people. So I look for patterns and consistency. And so he made a video about helping this. First of all, I didn't even know, but somehow, some way, I'm drawn to these tarot readers. And he was like, I'm a tarot reader, but this other tarot reader hit me up, and she was having self-ending thoughts. And he was like, I can't believe you, how you you're supposed to be in leadership, you're supposed to be helping people, but you can't help yourself, and da da da. And so the pedestal that I had him on, like, it knocked down as the more he talked, the more I learned. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's crazy how you can really assume and think somebody is a safe space by how they present themselves. They present themselves like they're nonchalant. Like, yeah, tell me your problems. I'll listen. I'm cool. I'm down. I'm not going to judge you. Oh my God. I just got a paper cut. Jesus. My skin is that dry. Anyways, I need to drink my water. Lord. But so people, they present themselves like they're trustworthy and they're genuine, and you can confide in them, and they want to help you. They want to support you, right? And like, if you don't know any better, and especially if you don't have any real genuine support, you will lean on them, and you'll be like, yo, so guess what? This is really who I am. This is really how I feel. Whole time, these people are collecting receipts. They're taking notes, and they are judging you, and they are talking about you behind your back. Sometimes publicly, online. I could not imagine, because for me, I always put myself in everybody's shoes. I don't take nobody's side. I'm on my side. So if you ever think I'm on your side, I'm not. I'm on my side. I just am the type of person who believe in what I believe in, and what I believe in can be opposing sometimes. So sometimes it seems like, oh, I'm on the victim side, and sometimes it seems like I'm on the defendant side, because I can see both sides. I have a duality within me where I don't have to be biased. Like, I don't, because at the end of the day, I'm the type of person who, I'm a victim to my own problems. And let's just keep it closed with me and my mother. So I can see from my point of view how my experience is true and valid, but at the same time, I can see, like, from my mother's point of view, how that's the best she could do, and I can't fault her for not giving me what she didn't have to give. So it's always two sides to one coin, and people make counterfeit money every day. So it just is what it is. But I just found that funny. And another thing that I found funny was I went to this other girl page. I've been really doom scrolling online. Oh, I'm bleeding a little bit. It burns. Can you see it? It's small, but it's mighty. But anyways, I've been doom scrolling a little bit online, way too much, because I've just been avoiding whatever I'm avoiding. I don't even, at this point, I'm trying to write down what I'm avoiding, and I don't know. I really don't know. Car loan. So whatever I'm avoiding, I'm trying to figure it out now. And so I'm on this girl page, and she said something intellectual. I don't remember at this time what it was, of course, but it was something good, which caused me to actually go to her page. Like, some things I enjoy from people, but I know, like, that's all they got. Like, that's the best that they got. Like, that viral moment is all that they got. Because for me, I indulge in a lot of content. So I've, like, seen it all, heard it all, and I just feel like we all saying the same thing in a different way, but it's the same message. So anyways, but this girl, oh, she was talking about how she is poor on paper. That's what got me interested. I'm like, oh yes, because I've been literally seeking girls of my skin color or darker, because I have this colorism thing. Don't get me started. But anyways, I've been seeking, like, that's what I want to see. That's my intention, what's behind. And she was like, I'm poor on paper, my business, my apartment is in my business name, my car is in my business name, and yada yada. And you know, I'm like, oh great, I can learn something over here. I get to her page, it's Instagram, and immediately, and I don't know why I judged her, because I'm a girl and I already know what it is. But immediately she had a post. She had this red see-through dress, and I was like, oh my God, why, girl? I had such high standards for you. And I was like, I can't believe I'm saying this, because the audacity of me, because I do the same thing. I don't know what it is either. What is it with us women? We have to be provocative. We have to feel like we got to show everything or something to be seen and to be sexy, to be validated as beautiful. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, because I do it. I've done it. Now, what was so crazy about me saying this and that and me seeing her, right? So this was her Instagram page. I go on her TikTok, random video. She's talking about, all y'all girls focus on this blah XXX, right? That's all y'all focus on. And I'm like, is this the pot calling the kettle black? Because girl, I know you lying. You literally are the girl that you're talking about. And I was like, are all women just delusional to the fact that we are hypocrites? Like, I don't understand, girl. How could you? Because I can't stand those women who sit up here and point and forget these fingers that are pointing back at you. Girl, you do the same stuff. Let me go to Romans 2:2. This will forever be my favorite. I don't remember it, no. But whenever I found this verse, I was like, oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one right there. Romans 2:2 says, but we are sure that the judgment of God is according to the truth against them which commit such things. And then this is just a the King James Version. I'm gonna do a different version because yeah, everybody version say the same thing. Now we know that God's judgment against those who do such things is based on truth. Anyways, the things that you judge the most, you gotta really look at yourself and say, do I do those things? And if you do, stop worrying about everybody else and you correct and heal and take care of yourself. That's all we can do. We cannot change nobody else. We cannot change the world. We can't hope and pray. Like, you literally have to accept the things about yourself. Let's go back to the serenity prayer. Accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So let's stick with that. I don't know. I just feel like the girls, we be suffering from our own problems. I don't know how to say it, our own problems. We be in our own way. This junk really burn. I'm trying not to focus on it. It really burns. But anyways, so I've been laying in bed all day. I mean, I just fed myself some sausages, and I don't really have any food here. And food is my glutton comfort. I literally, and this is why my chin look like this. Look at, hold on, wait. It's like right, yeah, That's nasty. Ugh. And I'm so disgusted with myself. Cause all my life I kept saying, when I was younger, I'm like, I'm not getting fat. I don't care what it is. And I focused so much on not getting fat. For one, I missed out on the enjoyment of life and just enjoying food and loving to eat and really just working out. Like, you can eat what you want, just go do something. Instead, I want to eat and lay down. Of course you fat. Of course. What did you think? Like, you thought you was going to get results from the work that you did not put in? Okay, great. You're definitely going to miss 100% of the shots that you do not take. And if you don't take that step to go to the gym, you're not going to lose the weight. And even before you go to the gym, if you don't change how you're eating, you're not going to lose the weight. That's what I just tell myself. I'm going to look back on this and I'm going to be like, girl, did you listen to yourself? Did you stop? Did you do what you said you was going to do? So anyways, I really wanted to make this video because I wanted to record myself today. Like, oh, my back. But, in my journal so far, I got down $18,000 and $15.28 student loan. My car is about $12,000, right? And outside of these, I don't have too much debt, right? Now, my whole thing is that I want abundance and I want more money, right? Dang, that's $30,000. That's crazy. Do you know? Do you know that $30,000 is really not a lot of money to blow, but it's a lot of money to pay back? Because the way that my payments and my paycheck is set up and the way that these bills are set up, and I really am so glad that I watched this video today, because he was like, you have to stop getting upset at yourself because the system is broken. It's not your fault that you're poor. It's not. And my whole thing is, my depressive states and my depressive modes start and end the same. Every month, every year. It's always, I don't like being here. For one, I didn't actually be here. For two, it's just very difficult for me to do like normal, mundane life things. Like, life goes, if everybody else all want to get married, all want to have kids, like, I already don't want to do that from how I came out of my mother and how she lived her life. I'm like, no, thank you. So then what was left for me was career. And so career would have been good because money, right? Now, money's good. But I've learned with working, you really gotta be somebody who don't care about people. And that's where the disconnect with me comes in, because I'm such a intuitive, sensitive person. And it's hard for me to act like I don't know that I can see underneath, like a boss who is avoidant, who is insecure, who is seeking validation or whatever. Like, I can see these things, and it's hard for me to separate them as a person and me just focusing on getting my money. Like, Jared, just get your money, just get your money. Because of my faith and because of my walk with Jesus, I try to be like, I try to really separate myself from the world and not focus so much on monetary things. Because at the end of the day, I've read the Bible from front to back, and I read the Bible whenever I can. And I just don't want nothing of this world. I don't want anything. I don't want anything. I want it to be over. Like, I don't really enjoy it. And I can't stand saying it out loud because it's like, girl, you know, life's great. Da 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 da. And so I try to get more in my faith in what God brought me here to do. So, like, my purpose, I feel like I have a higher calling, and it's not for me to get what I want to satisfy my flesh. So I feel like I'm so grateful for the fact that I live in a time where there are monks walking from state to state in a petition for world peace. So, but that's the thing, like, I learned that from social media, but people do things just for clout. I don't know. I don't know if world peace is a thing, because I feel like, what is the war? What are we fighting for? Like, if somebody can have $1 trillion and y'all know that money would solve certain things, why is the gap of quality of living so far? But then you got to think about, well, everything happens for a reason, and God, and it's supposed to be famine, it's supposed to be drought, for the innovators, for the creators to find a way to solve these problems, and for us to use all our expressions, and yada yada. So that was one thing I learned on Christmas. My nephew was saying that was the whole being of his purpose, was to be a servant of God and of the Lord. And I really am glad that I heard that, because I'm like, you know, at this point, that's all I really got going for me, is that I hope I'm here to help somebody just rely on and trust Jesus when it's hard, when it's difficult. Because I'm just a person who unapologetically just live my life and I don't know what I'm doing. And I mean, to some degree I care to figure it out, but at the same time I'm just like, Lord, whatever you do, wherever we're going, that's just what it is. I'm just here for the ride. And that's the thing, like, I can openly talk about how I don't enjoy being here, but I'm not the type of person who is ruminating over that and thinking, over analyzing everything every day and like, oh, I'm gonna end it today. Like, no. It just be like, that's just how I feel. That's it. But I'm also like, I want to see it through. I just want to live until it's my time. Like, I know it's going to end one day. It doesn't have to be today, because at the end of the day, I realize, like, even though I don't see how much of an impact I am to the world, I do impact a lot of other people's world. Like, a lot of people, when they think of me, when they talk to me, and they're like, oh my gosh, girl. Especially at work. I did my hair, and this was nothing, okay? This was absolutely nothing. It took me like a quick second. I parted my hair. I threw in some weave, and then what did I do? And I just put it up, girl. Like, I can do better than this. I can do better than this, but for the sake of time, and me just not, this is when I don't care. I literally do not care about what this looks like. I just wanted something different, and my hair needs to be done. So this all I could come up with at the time. And people really be thinking like, oh my gosh, girl, you actually care. You spend time. Girl, this ain't take no time. This is nothing. And then, like, people, I don't know. I'm honored to get compliments on my hair. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I just be living for other people, trying to help alleviate their pain. And I hope that I can inspire somebody to just be kind and be peaceful, because at the end of the day, like, I'm the type of person who I express all of these things. I do all of these things. But I am a person suffering from, was this one of them? I can't remember. But I am a person suffering from depression. Every day. Like, every day is a struggle. Every day I'm like, oh, I gotta get up. I gotta do this life stuff. And that's not the thing. That is not everybody's life. Like, everybody don't get up like that. Everybody get up, yeah, what we about to do today? I'm about to go shopping. I'm about to go buy some new shoes. Leading me to my next thing. So, I watched this video. I watched his video first, and I knew there was a YouTube couple. I mean, an Instagram couple, but whatever. So, he had this whole video on things he bought his girlfriend. I'm gonna speed this up because he had this whole thing about what he bought for his girlfriend. I mean, he bought her buku stuff. And it seemed like, oh my gosh, he listens, he pays attention, he's such a good man. Everybody's saying he's such a good man, Savannah. Uh-huh. And the things that we rate men on being good at, for one, providing, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Because some of these men, they feel like, oh, because I have this XYZ money, then I'm the man. No, no. That does not make a good man. A man should have money regardless, okay? Regardless. Anyways, second, I watched her video second. She got way less likes, which was crazy. But what was so funny to me is that this was a black man, and this lady, I don't know what kind of race she was, but she was of this color. And I just found that funny how our black man, I don't know. Because I can't really say too much because my mama ain't all the way black. I can't say much. I'm always caught in between the middle. But anyways, the fact of the matter is it don't really matter which color nobody is at the end of the day. Because I'm an interracial dater. I believe everybody should love who they love, yada, yada, yada. But I did have a point because this dude was like a particular, like, specific type of man who likes other colors beyond black. And I just feel like as a black woman and the type of demographic of black women that I am, I did not find it hard to believe because I was looking at him like he's not the type of black man that average black women would lean towards, right? He didn't have the aesthetic, and I'm just keeping it a buck. He didn't have the aesthetic. And it's so crazy how we can get caught up in how somebody looks and actually how they treat us. And so at first I was liking this couple for that, but then I watched another video. They were going on a road trip, and this really just gave me an ick, and I was just like, let me get off of this. So they're driving 15 hours, and she's being really cutesy. She was really cute. So I'm not hating on her. I was happy for her until they was at the gas station, and she complained about it being 500 more miles, and he was like, well, are you driving? Just shut up and be pretty. That one had me scratching my head like, who are you talking to? I know it's probably, y'all think it's subtle. It's nothing. He's just joking. Just shut up and be pretty. Anyways, I wanted to go into a deep dive about that because why were we ever as women like programmed to just be silent? Because she didn't say nothing. But I know a black girl would have lit him up. And this is why it be like systematically we were designed to bump heads. And why is that? That's what I want to know. Why is that? Why is that? My dream, because like, no hate to nobody, but my dream is to really see black women win. I want black women to win. I want black women to be able to live the soft life of other women. I see black women and we don't sign up. We just automatically ordained you the strong survivor. You got this, sis. You go work 100 hours. You go do this. You go compete to be a wife, like, and still get cheated on because they still want this. And that's crazy to me. But this is the world we live in. I'm gonna get back to my life. $30,000. Where I'm gonna get $30,000 by tomorrow? And that's another thing. I'm just gonna end it with this. I was on YouTube and I'm trying to get on this side of YouTube more. This lady complaining about making $50,000 a month. She said it's not enough. She was this color, and I was like, Yeah, I want them problems. Because that could eliminate my debts. Now, here's the thing. What are we going to do when the debt is paid? Because so many people fall right back into the debt. Why is that? Why is that? I don't understand. Like, we're somewhere to get out of something, we jump right back into the crap. What is that? Like, are we designed to do that? Or is the system just created for us to feel like, you might as well, you started fresh, you can handle it, but you really cannot handle it? And like, what is it in our psyche, in our brain, it's telling us, like, do it anyways? Why? Because why are we trying to press people in this world who do nothing for us? And like, why are we telling ourselves that these cars, these houses make us happy? For one, is maintenance. It's the maintenance for me. And I'm like, it's the incessant, it's the inevitable way of work for me. And that's what I really want to journal about. It's like, when you get out of survival mode, what are you going to do? Because I'm living to pay off this debt, but then what's next? And people are saying, oh, well, you should travel, you should do this, you should do that. What if I don't want to? Well, you can do anything you want to do. Yeah, I can. I know I have free will. But the thing is, it's like, this way of life, like living in general, they make it so hard for you to live without working. Like, the cost of living keeps going higher and higher and higher. And I'm just like, girl, I just want to be a bird and sit in a tree. I don't really want to help y'all. And that's where I was talking about with the career. Like, it's so many people, and I praise them, hallelujah, congratulations, but so many women who like sign up to be nurses and teachers and all these helpful, selfless jobs, just to get like their energy siphoned and drained, because they still have to carry like the weight of the world and making sure everybody else feels comfortable around them. One last thing, I know I said I was done, but it's these things that just keep coming up. So I was on Threads and there was this post. This lady was like, I saw this lady's coat and I said it was beautiful, and she shot back at me like, where's your coat? And I just thought that was so rude. And I'm like, because she was caring about your well-being, you thought that was rude? She took an attack. She took an attack. These people, like the people in the future, the people that we are around now, that are living now, are so sensitive. Not in the way that you think. Like, sensitivity is rising. It's skyrocketing so far. And I feel like they're going to start just like, people are going to start coping more with drugs and alcohol. And I hate that for us, because we keep on making the rich richer off of our problems. And is it us? Is it our fault? Or is it the system that created these spaces where you can't really thrive? But you go to work to celebrate Friday and Saturday, and the only way to feel some type, or you don't even want to feel no more. You just want to escape. And like, why are we living to escape our lives? We should be loving our lives. We should be living and being content, right? How can I be content when I am $30,000 in debt and it don't even matter how much money I make an hour? I don't see about a quarter of it. A quarter of it. I had one more thing to say, but I forgot it. Maybe it's good, because this is 40 minutes long, girl. 40 minute songs is crazy. Oh, I'm trying to think if I can remember. Nope.